before stars, before galaxies, before even atoms existed. The newborn universe was a storm of quantum fluctuations, tiny, unpredictable ripples in energy flickering in and out of existence. They were microscopic, chaotic, and seemingly meaningless. But then the universe expanded, violently, rapidly, unimaginably, stretching those tiny ripples across cosmic scales. What began as quantum noise became the blueprint of everything. As the universe cooled, those stretched-out fluctuations became regions slightly denser or slightly emptier than their surroundings. Just tiny differences, 1 part in 100,000. But gravity is patient. It amplified those tiny variations over billions of years. The dense regions became galaxies. The emptier regions became cosmic voids. The in-between became the filaments of the cosmic web. The universe's grand architecture was carved from ancient randomness. Long before atoms formed, the universe stored its first memory, etched not in matter, but in fluctuation. We often think of memory as something stored in matter or motion, but the universe's first memory was stored in fluctuation. Those quantum ripples are still visible today in the distribution of galaxies across the sky. Every cluster, every filament, every void is a fossil of the universe's first second. Randomness became history. History became structure. The cosmic web, the vast network of galaxies stretching across the universe, is not arranged by design. It is arranged by memory. The places where galaxies formed were determined by where the early universe happened to be slightly denser. The places where voids formed were determined by where it happened to be slightly emptier. Chance became destiny. The universe grew into the shape of its earliest fluctuations. Even today, billions of years later, we can still detect the imprint of those first fluctuations in the cosmic microwave background, in the clustering of galaxies, in the distribution of dark matter, in the way gravity pulls on large scales. The universe never erased its beginning. It expanded it. Randomness became the architecture of everything we see. What began as unpredictable quantum noise ultimately decided where galaxies, stars, and even life would emerge. We often imagine the universe as orderly, governed by laws and symmetry, but its deepest structure was born from unpredictability. A random fluctuation determined where your galaxy would form. Another determined where stars would gather. Another determined where planets and life could emerge. The universe we inhabit is the result of chance that became permanent. Randomness with the past became the future. For decades, the idea that early quantum ripples shaped the universe was something we inferred, a theory supported by patterns in the cosmic microwave background and the large-scale distribution of galaxies. But now, for the first time, we can see that ancient pattern with unprecedented clarity. In January 2026, the James Webb Space Telescope released the sharpest dark matter map ever made, a weak lensing reconstruction of the cosmos field, containing nearly 800,000 galaxies. The map is twice as sharp as anything before it, and what it shows is unmistakable. The structure of today's universe still traces the blueprint laid down by those first fluctuations. The randomness of the beginning has become the architecture of the present. The new map reveals something profound. Wherever galaxies gather, dark matter is already there, forming the invisible scaffold that shaped their birth. Gas cooled along those dark matter filaments. Stars ignited where the scaffold was densest. Clusters formed where the early fluctuations were strongest. This is not design. It is coevolution. Ordinary matter growing along the template laid down by ancient quantum ripples. The universe didn't choose this structure. It inherited it. But the story isn't simple. The universe is dynamic. Supernovae explode. Black holes launch jets. Galaxies collide and reshape themselves. These processes can redistribute gas and stars, blurring the original pattern, invisible matter. Yet the dark matter scaffold remains intact. Recent studies using fast radio bursts suggest that baryons, the ordinary matter, can be pushed around by feedback, but the underlying dark matter web still preserves the ancient imprint. This means the universe's memory is layered. Dark matter holds the original blueprint. Baryons rewrite parts of the story. Galaxies reveal the interplay between the two. The question now is, how much of the original pattern survives the storms of cosmic evolution? Webb has given us the close-up, a scalpel revealing the fine structure of a single field. But to understand how universal this memory is, we need the panorama. That's where NASA's upcoming Roman Space Telescope enters the story. Roman will map areas of sky over 4,000 times larger than Webb's Cosmos field, not with the same resolution, but with the statistical power to test a crucial question. Do regions that collapsed earlier show earlier chemical enrichment? Do galaxies in denser early environments form stars sooner? Does the universe's earliest randomness predict the timeline of cosmic evolution? Roman will let us test whether the universe's first fluctuations still dictate the pace of everything that followed. Webb shows us the memory. Roman will show us the pattern. Let's look back at the moment the universe wrote its first memory. Before galaxies, before atoms, before even light could travel freely, the universe went through a brief, explosive expansion known as inflation. During that instant, tiny quantum jitters, fluctuations smaller than a proton, were stretched across space at nearly the speed of light. Those ripples became the first overdensities and underdensities, the earliest notes in the universe's memory, not because they were meaningful at the time, but because inflation magnified them into patterns that gravity would later amplify into structure. The universe's oldest memory was written in the first fraction of a second. The new Webb map confirmed something subtle but profound. The early fluctuations were statistically random, Gaussian, evenly distributed, without preference or design. But once gravity took over, those random seeds became deterministic architecture. A slightly denser region collapsed faster. A slightly emptier region became a void. A tiny ripple became a galaxy cluster. Randomness didn't vanish. It matured. The universe began with chance, but gravity turned chance into structure. Now let's imagine a universe that could have been. To understand the stakes, picture a universe with no initial fluctuations, no ripples, no overdensities, no seeds for gravity to amplify. In that universe, no dark matter scaffolding would form, no gas clouds would collapse, no stars would ignite, no heavy elements would exist, no planets would form, no life could emerge. It would be a smooth, silent, lightless expanse, a universe with no story. The fact that our universe isn't that is the clearest evidence that randomness with the past was essential for everything that followed. The Webb map reveals that the universe's earliest fluctuations still shape structure on large scales, filaments, clusters, and the cosmic web itself. But on smaller scales, the story becomes more complex. Supernova explosions, black hole jets, and galaxy mergers can rearrange gas and stars, partially blurring the original imprint. Memory survives at the scale of the cosmic web, fades within individual galaxies, yet still influences where galaxies form and how they evolve. And through it all, dark matter remains a silent backbone, its identity still unknown, its influence unmistakable. We can trace its imprint with exquisite precision, even as the particle itself remains a mystery. There's one question that only the future can answer. Webb has shown us a memory in one exquisitely detailed field. But is this pattern universal? NASA's upcoming Roman Space Telescope will map regions of sky thousands of times larger, testing whether different parts of the universe carry the same ancient echoes, or whether cosmic memory varies from place to place. Webb is a scalpel. Roman will be the surveyor. Together, they will reveal how deeply the universe remembers its beginning. If the universe's earliest fluctuations still shape the galaxies we see today, what hidden patterns in our own origins might still be guiding the paths we take?